Straight out of Ngaruawahia, New Zealand, here's Maurieo. Maurieo Vlogs, number 435, close. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, my theme for today started off with the word close because the semester is closing. Today I invigilated an exam, and for the majority of the students there, it was their last exam for the sixth semester, so it was the closing. And they were quite, in quite high spirits when it finished. I think they were quite relieved that they'd got through it all, a little perhaps worried, some of them, of what sort of results they'd get and what that would mean for what they were doing next year. But generally, it was quite a good and positive feeling that it was all over and that they could have a deserved break and go through. But I started looking at close and looking up the definition of it, and of course it's one of those words that has many different definitions, like close the door, but it's also the word close relative, or a close inspection, and that sort of thing. So, one of those interesting words in the English language that, yes, you have to be a bit careful how you use it, or it has multiple meanings. But in this case here, at the end of the semester, 2018, semester 1. Now, it's the end of the semester for the students, but not quite for the tutors, as I've got a shit ton of marking to do, and that'll hopefully, but I will be sort of unencumbered, so to speak, with certainly students' queries and things like that as I get stuck into marking over the weekend and the early part of next week, so that we can get the results out. Students will then start asking when the results are coming, because depending on what they pass and what they didn't pass, will have a major effect on what they do next semester, and how that all works out in various ways, with finances and scholarships and visas and all this sort of thing. So it sort of simmers down, the pot's on simmer, to use a cooking analogy. And then, of course, once the marks are all finished, it's then prepping up for the next semester, semester 2, which we have the students have a 3-week break. So yes, and I think I've got a few maybe days off scheduled in there somewhere. Perhaps I'll go to Ohakuni. Ohakuni. So one of my students who's now out in the workforce, and I keep in contact with Facebook, and we have a little bit of to and fro banter, said on Facebook that he was going to the Ohakuni Mardi Gras. Now, Ohakuni is not a big town. It's probably, it might be around about same size as Ngaruawahia perhaps, but it's quite a small rural town, I suppose, and the adventure sort of town on the mountains, a snow town, but it's a very small. The nearest towns, Ratahi, I think, is maybe 20 or 30 k's in one direction, National Park, and Waiouru. So they're all sort of networked together, very small towns. And of course, Ohakuni is well known in New Zealand for its production of carrots, of all things, and they have their icon there, the big carrot, which is in the main street or on the main drag. And I always go and pay my respects to the big carrot, usually when I'm going through Ohakuni or in Ohakuni. We've been there a couple of times and just stop off at the big carrot. It relates back to my childhood, where my father was considered a bit of a sort of guru around carrots and the growing of carrots. PJ and his carrots was a bit of a sort of a standing joke with the thing. But hundreds and rows of carrots that Dad would grow. Perhaps I shouldn't need these glasses. But anyway, this guy said that he was going to the Awakuni Mardi Gras, and straight away I thought, well, you know, the big carrot. So we had a little bit of banter to and fro regarding the carrot on Facebook. So that's why I've put that up in the background here, to pay a little respect to the big carrot. And well, I have an Awakuni story actually, because when I was at school, we had a sports exchange with Ruapehu College, which is in Awakuni. And we went and stayed the night there, and you know, were billeted out with families. I had a great time. It was marvellous. The guys I stayed with, I think they had a sort of a family car. I don't think anyone had a license or anything, but yeah, and we spent a little bit of time driving between Awakuni and Wairau and Ratahi, I think, and went to a couple of parties, and we had a great time. And then I think the next day we had a game of rugby, which was good, and netball and all different things, and then back on the bus home. It was about up to Awakuni, maybe a 3 or 4 hour ride, I guess, from Mana College and Porirua up there. It was a great time. One of the great memories of my time at school was my trip to Awakuni. I think one of the guys went out shooting. He was billeted on a farm and went out shooting. I think he shot one of their sheep or something like that, which was always a bit of a story, bit of a joke. So yes, so that's the thing there. So let's have a look at the old diary today, and it's well, I came home and had intentions of mowing a bit of lawn, but it was just too bloody cold. It was freezing. So I thought I'll try and crack in and get a bit of marking done. So a little bit. I got some marking done. And yes, I'm going to, I came up with the idea of close for today for 435. So it's sort of, with this time of the year, a bit of a down, not too much happening. It's sometimes quite hard to come up with a topic for a daily vlog, but yeah, we came up with close. We're going to have a question, hint 2 on 119. It hasn't come up yet, but I think the boys are getting close. And yeah, a bit of a shout out to my mate Nick, my student. And as I said, I invigilated an exam today, did a bit of marking, so that's all good. So let's just have a little bit of a shout out to Nick Lake. He's quite a humorist, always got a good story, and always a good comeback, a different side, different point of view. So I asked him, I challenged him when he went to the Mardi Gras to come up with a picture of a carrot. My expectation was a picture of him standing next to the big carrot, but no, in typical fashion, he was able to come up with a different picture of someone else with a carrot, but a carrot nonetheless. So met the challenge, and very well done, and with quite a lot of humour, as is always the case when Nick's on the job. So yeah, thanks Nick, for including me in your Mardi Gras extravaganza. So let's have a look at today's challenge, and today's challenge is to name the mountain. So this is a picture down the main street of Awakuni there, and you'll see a large mountain in the background. What's the name of that mountain? The large mountain in the background of Ohakune. Yes, what's the name of that picture? Now, the Hall of Fame yesterday was a new introductory picture that I've introduced, and you had to find the hidden words in the picture. Moz42 came up with that, and there were 4 words. There's a rug is written in the rug, window is written in the curtains, and lamp is written in the lamp, and brain is written in the hair of the guy sitting on the couch. So the 4 words are lamp, rug, window, and brain. Brain, yes, I have got it spelt right, brain. I always got a bit of stick from my Auntie Colleen for writing a letter to my dear Uncle Brain. I don't even think he spelled it. I think it was B-R-Y-A-N anyway. It was spelled differently. So, yes, so that's it for today's vlog. Close. And as we crack on into some marking and chilly weather with lovely clear days. So hopefully it warms up a bit for the weekend and we get an opportunity to maybe just get out and about a little bit more. All good. Cheers. Thank you for liking and subscribing, commenting, please comment, and answering my daily questions and challenges. All good. Have a wonderful day. Cheers. See you. Smash that like button.